Hey you guys, and welcome to another HKL4U vlog. Or it's not really a vlog, it's just a video of me being in my car. Honestly, I'm in my car right now, probably waiting until my group session with my grief group. So I was like, might as well create a video. And plus I haven't created one of these for so long when it comes to, man, my hair is falling. Stress, like I'm joking. But I haven't done a car video. Well, I haven't posted one. So hopefully I can post this one. Consistency. Anyways, but I'm thankful, but I'm happy because fall semester is almost over with and I get to go home. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, because only you could get me through this fall semester. So, you know, I have like 2 days, but tomorrow I don't have an exam, but on Thursday I have an exam, which is from 8 to 10. But I'm really happy that I'm going home. I already have like what I want to cook when I go home. Like, man, when I tell you, I really took for granted like when I cook at home. Like I did. I admit it. I admit it. But I don't know, this semester was like a lot, but I just didn't, of course my father died. Sad. That was very sad, of course. And then like after my father died, like straight into schooling, and that was like a lot. But I think that in a way like took me up my, I don't know. I can't describe it honestly, but don't get into that because it's just gonna make you cry. Also, and I have grief shared after this. So, but other than that, semester was okay, honestly. I'm just happy it's finished. I'm happy that I get to go home. I'm happy that I could say that I will literally, like, I don't know what else to say, but I try not to be like, but I can have my own bathroom. Like, oh my gosh. Took that for advantage too. Same sense. Like, I know, like, my sister and I, like, we're 9 years different. So, by the time she went to college, I was getting to know, like, my bathroom. But, like, when we were in our first home, we had one bathroom for each other. When we went to our second home, we had one bathroom for each other. But she was leaving to go to, like, sooner. Like, I wasn't even in the bathroom like that. But sooner, she, like, would go to college. So I had the bathroom to myself. Wow, just thinking about it. And then when she came back home from Rap and Dunk College, that was the only time. But I don't think that was a problem for me, honestly. Sorry if my lips are not, I don't have any, all I have is gum and just Lifesavers that I can't eat because I have braces. And I hope also, I got my dentist appointment with my braces. Oh my gosh. I really want her to say like, well, Faith, you've done enough. Just, you can take your braces off. And I'm just like, wow, yes. Also, what was I saying? Oh, finals. Of course, finals. But today I had a final today, which was presentation. Wasn't that bad, actually. I'm sorry about my hair. It's just, like, I just don't feel like. Plus, when I get home, also, I gotta do my hair. I don't, like, do my hair in college. Like, wash it, I should say. Let me be specific. Wash it. Anyways, so I plan to do my hair when I get home, too. I plan to do a lot. I plan to get some groceries when I get home. I plan to do my hair when I get home. Maybe I might have, like, a little small job or internship, Lord willing. I don't know what that would be. I don't know. For me, I've realized I don't want to have the same job for the rest of my life. Like, I want to explore. I don't want to explore, but I have so many things I want to learn and want to do that I've always was curious in doing, but also wanting to learn more about it, So now that I'm in college and I'm majoring in business, it's like, okay, don't put me in this box of just like, oh, business. Like this semester I did teaching. Teaching was cool. Teaching was interesting. It wasn't just, oh, a boring class. You learn about the historians of teaching. No, she taught you the basics, the game of school, the basics of what us students think in a book. But this time the book wasn't boring. The book was interesting. The book taught me so much about how teachers should come into an environment of a school and how they should look into their students and not just basic material that you have to teach your students. And they had different things. It was very interesting. So that's my last exam, and I think that'll go good. I liked it. I'm not trying to be I shouldn't say that. I'm not trying to not be a teacher. I love the way that teaching style is. I'm all for it if that's what God wants me to do. But with like studying wise in college, I'm not trying to go in the teacher's education program. I thought it was interesting, and that was something I really wanted to learn more about, because my teaching experience when I was in public school wasn't the best. But we pushed through it, you know? Push. What's that song? Keep push. No, that's not it. Don't do that ever. But you know, Lupo Fiasco, or was it Kid Cudi? No. I don't try to get those two mixed up, but I do. Tell me why. Don't know. But anyways, I think it is because it had my girl featured Jill Scott in it. So I don't know. I probably after this video I'll look into it more, because I'm using my phone, of course. But other than that, it's pretty good. My other classes I did my exams on. I'm done with them. Like, all my business ones done. Tomorrow I gotta send in a 1,000-word paper. That's done. You know, I really want my Wednesday tomorrow to be just chill, cool. You know, nighttime. You know, I'll just like, you know, watch my shows, go to sleep, wake up at 7 o'clock, go to my exam at 8, finish by at least 10. Well, I gotta finish at least by 10 because that's when the exam thing closed. And then leave. And leave. Like, for real. Leave. Yeah, I'm not trying to stay here any longer. No. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I just don't want to stay here. I had my time. Thank you for the fall semester. Got 3 more semesters to go. As soon, oh my goodness, thank you, Jesus. I have to just say, ooh, Lord willing, as soon as my graduation comes around, oh my gosh, you are going to see tears of joy, because this schooling is just, oh my goodness. You know, like, I will never forget. I will never ever forget. When I was graduating from high school, the girl next to me was like, now we have to pay for college. That right there needs to be a movie. That right there needs to be a movie. I was like so excited. I was like, I'm so done with these classes. I'm so, like, this public school I'm done with. Just for senior year, they're talking about higher education. And then it was so funny, like, the whole, like, politician, when the Trump and Hillary Clinton stuff like that, a lot of those teachers and counselors and all this, I think it was a time, because I heard like a teacher or somebody around me, maybe not, I think it was, they were using the Mrs. Obama, Michelle Obama's "We Go When They Go Low, We Go High" or something like that. And I was really like, okay, what? Like, I was really just trying to get through, you know, me graduating, because when I was graduating, it was a difficult time. You know, like, I had my Aunt Joyce who passed away, and that was like difficult for me. And then I will always say this too: every chance I get, social media platforms, anything, conversation with people, I really want Love Is to come back. Is that so hard? Like, I can understand, like, why y'all canceled Batwoman the first season, but we're gonna talk about, Love Is, that's all I gotta say. I'll talk about it in another video, because I love film so much. And actually, I was just writing about a film, in a letter to someone, and I was like, we're so different, because she likes horror. I mean, not horror. Don't do that. She likes fantasy and like more fantasy, which is cool. But I honestly was like, some of those movies I couldn't watch. I have to watch CROOD, Croods. I think that's how you say it. I need to watch that because I never watched it. And she wrote it down, and I never really I never watched it. I don't really watch Halloween movies as much. Like, don't get me wrong, I watched Hocus Pocus when I was, younger. But I really haven't got into Halloween. I was never really a Halloween person. Plus, when I was like a little younger, I don't know, I ran, let me just finish that. I ran period. And that was just it. And it was nighttime, so period. That's also. But yeah, we'll get into that. I love film, so writing about it. I like to write and talk to people about films. Let me just say it like that. I like to do that. That's also something I really like to do. But Love Is, yeah. 2019, really, 2019 had a lot of things happening. Then 2022, what is 2022 going to bring us? We don't know. Lord willing, we don't know. We don't know what's to come. But I'm just looking for the day. I'm thankful that I woke up this morning. Thankful to the Lord. Because he didn't have to. He really didn't have to, honestly. But anything else happening in my life? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm reorganizing a lot of things back home here. You know, when new semesters come in, that just means more dollars for the books that we have to buy. Girl, I brought that conversation on myself and just made myself irritated. Like I got shivers right here. I just make myself more upset. Like, we have to buy books, and then, you know, after this semester, I realized that certain books were not necessary. And that should become a repercussion to the teachers. Because it's like, if you know we're not going to use the book, why, of course, would you, okay, anyways. But I think with next semester, what I'm doing, I'm doing a business major, accounting emphasis, Lord willing. Well, I'm still in the process of trying to get that complete. And a financial economics emphasis. Yes, I did just say all that. When people ask me, like, oh, what are you doing in college? I have to say that. And sometimes I say, like, business major, and they're like, oh, and then they say usually, like, oh, that's it. And, or sometimes they either say, oh, and then I say, oh, I'm also doing accounting emphasis and financial economics emphasis. Because I'm trying to get, not as much. Well, yeah, as much. Because you're paying for college as much as I could to, for that degree, business major and, accounting emphasis. And accounting is, let me get this correct, because this semester really tried me. I did federal tax accounting this semester. Interesting. Very informative, but as well as knowledgeable. Mind blown, honestly. Intermediate accounting 1 was interesting as 2. Next semester I have intermediate accounting 2, auditing. I have marketing, business law, and what else do I have? Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about that. Oh, biblical themes literature. And I'm not gonna lie, I seen this video of this child who was talking about, who was like focusing no more homework. Let's do the no more requirements. Some of these requirements are ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. If I majored in business, why do I need to take another science geology class? Why do I have to take that? I obviously majored in business for a reason. I didn't want to do science, so you put me in science anyways, and y'all know I'm not good at science. Come on now, make that make sense. Make that make sense, please. Make that make sense for me, because it don't. It really don't. It don't make sense. It really don't. I be trying to, give these people a chance, but it's why have all these requirements? And this is how my college got me. We had to take a certain class for the requirement, and if you want to transfer, that credit gets taken away. So that's a wasted class, honestly. But in the same sense, that's them, honestly. I can't say anymore, but that's them. But that's interesting, I'm just trying to get it completed. you know, all these requirements. Mostly the things that I'm having left over for my 3 semesters are requirements and my major and my emphasis. All together, really, everything. But my requirements have certain things that I just added to combine with my business major, so I wouldn't have to do 2 on 2. Because freshman year and sophomore year, that's how they got you. You know how Big Bang Bisha or Lights and Keisha, she'd be like, JT, I think we got 1 or something like that. That's exactly how I think when I think back to my freshman and sophomore year, because there were certain classes I didn't need to take that I took because I got misinformed, or maybe it was my fault. Just, you know, I didn't understand, and I totally will take accountability if that was just it. But there was 2 classes I really didn't need to take. But, you know, yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna even continue on that. But you have to have like 120 credits to graduate, and I know certain people are wanting to leave. That's how much, but they're wanting to leave college very badly, so they're gonna take as much, you know, do what they can, and I totally respect that. You know, for me though, I realize with me, I can't have more than 18 credits, honestly. Also because financially, like, it raises up the tuition, but that's just too much on me. Like, 6 classes is already enough. So me taking numerous classes, especially that they deal with my major, those are important. And next semester I have a 6:30 to 9 p.m. class. That's gonna be interesting too, but it's only for 1 day out of the week, so that's really good too. But my weeks are really busy. My weeks are busy. I was gonna say like, oh, not for 1 day, but then I was like, no, I really do, because I have work. But I brought it to myself, honestly. Yeah. But that all could stop. Well, the way that certain students and teachers are talking, just like with the chitter chatter and the whispers, they're all different, you know. For me personally, I find it interesting I find it interesting for me. Sorry, I paused because there was a truck coming near me and they were looking, but I find it interesting for me personally when it comes to, what was I saying? Man, I feel so bad. I lost train of thought because they were looking, and they seemed confused. Oh, man. What was I saying? I was talking about classes, and then I lost my track of thought. I said I hold myself accountable, which is totally understandably. Yeah. Okay, I lost my train of thought. That's how much I've been really using my brain. Everything that, it's a lot. It's a lot. I admit it, it's a lot. But, it is what it is. What can we do about it? Yeah. But that's about it. Oh, I was talking about here again. I looked at my mask and I was like, what are we talking about? I was talking about the way that our college is like doing things. It's interesting, but it's also like funny to me because in the beginning it was so different. But the way they're talking about these variants of after COVID-19, I just don't know. I never had a full semester in spring semester, so it will be, Lord willing, my first full spring semester. But the way that the scientists are talking, as well as the news, and as well as the people that I see personally outside, I don't know. I never, I'm very blessed that I made it through 2020, but I know certain people weren't able to. And I just feel like certain people taking it like a joke, like, for real. Like, I just went to Dollar Tree and the paper was like, oh, have people fully vaccinated, they don't have to have a mask. I was like, I'm still gonna have my mask on, because one time a person was like, yeah, they don't really like come and see, oh, do you have a card or your vaccination? They just assume now. It's like, that's not me. I don't have time to assume. Like, I'ma still wear my mask. I got a black mask, you feel me? So I keep it playa. It's like, no, I just don't. I got these from, but yeah, these are really comfortable. I like it, actually. I know certain people don't like the mask, but the mask, I mean, for certain situations, of course, I totally understand. Like, if you're an elementary kid, I know certain elementary kids don't want to have their mask on and talking to their friends and whatnot. But college, baby, mask up. No, certain times I want to have my mask on because I just don't want to talk, or I just don't want people to see my facial expressions. So I have that moment. I'm sorry for my ashy lips. I don't really have any Vaseline here. I put my Vaseline in my mom's car. Sorry, that's really bad. I mean, I'm only the person, but anyways, yeah, I like to wear the mask. Like, certain people, like I said, I really been doing bad, but really no one's around me, and usually I'm 6 feet apart. But I really used to hate people do this and stuff like that. I don't really do that. I really don't even do that. I usually just either have it like here or just have it down. Because you really can't have in between because you're not doing the whole purpose. But I like it, I like it. I'm totally fine with the mask. I don't have any complaints. Now, I'm an introvert. And, maybe we're different. Some people are extroverts. They don't like it, But that's you. This is me. So, and if that makes it, if this helps to keep people safe, I will gladly do it. I'll gladly do it. Because I just don't think I feel like that's selfish of me, just thinking, okay, yeah, I'm just going to wear this mask. But honestly, this mask has really helped me with certain things that I've, done through the last 2 years when it comes to, confidence building, I think. If that's the word. But it's just me. But I haven't made my 2022 goals. I need to do that, actually. I gotta do a lot of things. I put so much stuff on myself, but I gotta do a lot of things when I get home and while I'm here, actually. I have 2 days, so tomorrow I plan to do my laundry and wash my bedding again. I don't know. I gotta do that. And then I already have my stuff packed. I have some clothes I'm leaving here because I just don't want to keep doing that. I bought some other stuff for my dog. Yowzer. If you know, yowza. If you know that, if you know. But I have my stuff packed. I think, yeah, I have to talk to my roommate to tell her that I'm leaving. I think she's leaving the same time. I'm not 100%, but I think she is. Cause if not, I have to unplug all my stuff. Cause and besides that, I think that's majority it. We don't have no community meeting, thankfully. Not saying community meetings are bad. It's just I'm totally cool with an email of telling us what not to do and what to do. I'm totally fine with that. But conversations, introductions again, icebreakers. Oh my gosh. Woo! But I'm trying to, with writing, I'm trying to get away from, besides anyways, working on that. And then for conversations, I'm really doing good with not using and as much, which is good. And plus, today I forgot to say that today I watched my friend do an improv. She did really good. And I really applaud all the people who were on the stage, because it takes a lot to do that, and it also opens you up to new, something you may not ever thought of doing, actually, when it comes to improv theater. My mom did it, and of course she's excellent. She's really good. She's not an actor or anything like that, but with hospitality, I think that, brings it up. But she's really good. Really good. So I think that was interesting. And I thought it was interesting too when they had one part where you had to conversate with your other partner in the improv, but you couldn't say anything that had the word S in it. And they gave you a situation that, for instance, they had Like the two people who were in it, they were buying a TV at a shopping center, but they couldn't use the word S. So that was interesting. And I thought my friend did really well. And that was really interesting too. I liked it. I was glad I got to stay there for the full time, because I was like freaking out that I wasn't going to, because I had a group meeting to go to, but I actually stayed there for the whole time. It was really good. It made me think too, maybe senior year I might do that. Who knows? I wanted to do ASL so badly for my senior year, but they didn't have it the way I needed to for when I graduated. And plus, all my graduation classes, certain classes in my major weren't having the classes this semester or next semester. They were having even and odd years, so I had to work that up. But I really do. I wish they had like something in like my home or something that had like a center where they taught ASL, because I would love to learn that. I learned Spanish a bit, but with me, I'm better visually, and in person. So when I was a sophomore year in college, when the pandemic happened, I really didn't. I learned my first part 1, but part 2 was difficult because I thought she had so much material to go through, and I think it was rushed in a way. But that's just me. But I would really love to learn ASL. I know, like, I've done the alphabet in certain sense. I'm a little rusty, but my mom, what I thought was so cool about hers is like she learned through church. I thought that was so cool, you know, that she learned it from them. I mean, learned it in there. She learned ASL. She's really good at Spanish and ASL. So is my sister. My sister's good at Spanish. She minored in Spanish, actually. Me, I'm okay with English. I'm okay with Ebonics. I'm really good with Ebonics, actually. I don't know why I'm studying. I'm good with Ebonics. I know a little hearsay, she when it comes to Spanish. Like, hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Y tú? Uno, dos, tres. I know certain colors. French? Don't ask me. I took French when I was in 7th grade. No. Yeah, 7th grade. And I'm thankful that I just passed that class. It was not a class I would ever want to take again. Maybe it was a teacher, but I don't know. I'm good. But yeah, ESL is something I'm really interested in wanting to learn. Wanting to get more, you know. I've also wanted to... Okay, maybe that's just me, but do you guys ever think there's not... Like, I think of all things, because not all things, but... When my dad couldn't see... You know, like, he could see certain things, but he couldn't see. Like, sometimes he wouldn't be able to see. So I'm thinking to myself, like, imagine, you know, we should really think we're blessed to have eyes that can see and ears that can hear. And mouths that can talk. Because some people, they can't see, and they have to... some people rely, some people don't. You know, I don't know the situation, but rely on another person to help them walk, you know, across the road, or help them see, or help them, you know, have their eyes to see them, you know. And with vice versa, having someone, you can't hear anything. So I wouldn't be able to hear anything that's going around, you know, around me or anything like that. I wouldn't hear the crumples of gravel when people pass me by in cars. I wouldn't be able to hear any of that. I wouldn't be able to listen to music with earphones in my car. I mean, you can hear the vibrations, yes, but the fact that we don't really have, like, we had Switched at Birth. Wow, yeah. We had Deaf U. And I think that was it. I don't know what other ones. And for me, I always like to look at the whole thing, 360. So I would really love if they showed more stuff about that, you know. And plus, you know, some people, they can't see and they can't hear. So, you know, that's a lot. But I really want to have, like, shows like that, you know. I really do. I really wish they had, like, more. Because I remember when I was freshman year, spring semester was starting. And, yeah, spring semester was starting. And we had a girl, or a woman, I should say. And she was hearing impaired. And it was so, like, as the students, we knew, you know, the interpreter was interpreting to the woman. But our teacher kept passing the interpreter by, and that was so, like, we kept having to tell him, like, subtitles, or the girl would have, you know, or the interpreter would have to say, can you have the subtitles? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Like, you know, you don't think that. But for me personally, I need to really look about how to do subtitles on YouTube. That's something I need to work on too. See, putting more tasks in myself. But I really need to do that. But I have to do subtitles. I have to do subtitles because sometimes when actors speak very fast, of course, when an argument happens, they talk very fast, and I just don't have time for that. So it's very interesting. I really would love if the film industry, TV shows especially, would open up to that. I know nowadays we could really create it with just YouTube. You know, like before this whole pandemic happened, the live churches and stuff like that, I know our church was doing that, so that was interesting to see. But I would be really interested in doing that, like creating like a whole show, because, you know, networks, they're looking for the value of the show of being, oh, you've had these many viewers, look at this, you know. It's amazing though. Let me tell you this. I really have to, I applaud 50 Cent, because 50 Cent has at least 4 generations of viewers watching Power Universe, BMF, because let me tell you, when I'm in my classes, and it's so interesting, when BMF came out and they were like, you can't stop the rain, like that was literally our class. And even with Power, of book 2 with Ghost, Tyreek, I'm gonna tell you this now, girl. I love Paige Hurd, Hurd. If I did not pronounce that, if I get it wrong, the last name, I have to spell it out. But she also played in she played in a lot of things. You know, everybody hates Chris, Tasha, of course. But I really don't want her to be with Tyreek. Like, I don't want her to die. You know, like, I'm already angry at Tyreek. This is how, you know, I need to do a whole video of just films that I just love to talk about. But I really don't want her to be, I don't want her to die, but I don't want her to be caught up in this mess. Her be a I hate to say the liability. But if Kane or anybody of Tyreek's enemies finds that he's in a relationship with her, she could be a problem. You know, she could be a major problem. And then I also feel as if, too, I'm not over the Raina. Is that just me? Like, I really can't get over it. He really... Tasha's gone. Jazz, honestly, latest episode, yeah, I'll leave that up to y'all. But, Raina's dead. Ghost is dead. Tommy left, and we're gonna get Forrest. And, oh, yeah, I like Tommy. I did see a video of 50 Cent saying Gary Owen, and everybody kept saying, oh, this is Tommy's brother. That would be interesting, but that would be hilarious as well too, because I'd be like, Tommy's this way, but your brother's this way. How did y'all not get together? How did y'all not come together? Like, that's just me. But that's another story, another time. Because I like BMF, I like Power, I like where 50 Cent is going. I really like what Stars is doing, because I like HBO, because I'm interested in HBO because of Insecure. Rap shit is supposed to come out sooner or later, but I like that. Game of Thrones is over. Don't even want to talk about that right now. But what else? HBO has Southside, and they have the HBO Max, but they have Gossip Girl. We'll get in that too. But I'm trying to think of what other shows they have that are black. They have to have more. I know they got to. Yeah, they do. They have this, I'm sorry, I was going a whole blank. They have the Sex Lives of the College Girls. They have the other show I'm forgetting. I feel bad, but I'll come back to it. But Stars has, for me, like, Power Universe, which is 50 Cent all over. BMF. Supposedly, murder was the case. I don't know, you know, if 50 Cent is trying to give us a hint of, like, him making a limited series of the case that Snoop Dogg went through. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder! Y'all heard that? I don't know. I remember. Maybe it's just me. I watched on YouTube the Source Awards during that time. Man, I wouldn't want to be in that room. Like, that's too much tense. Like, I don't like to be in rooms that just feel like, wow, we have a lot to say. So, yeah, that was interesting. I think it was 1995, 1996. Can't remember. I remember Suge Knight, the Bad Boys, Death Row, Snoop Dogg, Biggie, all that stuff. Oh, and Method Man, I'm coming on. But, Stars has really P-Valley. I can't wait till P-Valley comes out. Diamond! Woo! Sorry, Diamond. Ooh, we're gonna talk about that. Ooh, when I come out. Child. I don't know why it was in my... I just, like, as an audience member, like, and a person who writes, a writer. Okay, just claim it. I understood I understand. I just didn't want to accept it. Let's just say it like that. Because when she put the gun, we could have shot Derek. We could have shot Derek in his foot or his knee. Maybe paralyzed. We don't know. We could have shot him one time, but we didn't. I didn't want to, like, kill him because, I got shivers, but I don't want to kill him, but I just thought it was interesting how she put the gun to him. I'm like, oh, that, we worked so hard for trying to fix it, not fix it, but, like, create a form of relationship, and this is how it goes. Yeah, I was big mad. I was big mad. I was really mad when that was the last one. And I was like, dang, you gotta see. But I was really happy to see Autumn come out, and now she's like owner of the strip club, and see how it's gonna be different. But then I'm also sad for Mercedes. Man, is that nice? Yeah, it's been so long. Like, it's really been like a year, right? Yeah, but I don't want to assume. I think because I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume the show, because the show comes out next year. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'm excited about these Black creators creating content that looks like us, acts like us. It is just amazing, And even when a comment says, this is not how we act, like, someone out there can relate. They just aren't saying it in the comments. And it's okay. It's okay. Even when they get on Tyler Perry, like, Tyler Perry did it. I like Sisters. I have not watched Oval. I watched Oval season 1, but I haven't watched Oval 2. But I like Sisters. Because let me tell you guys, y'all probably already know, Fatima, girl, and Zach, yes, Lord. I like y'all together. I do. But I also have to not be attached, because Tyler Perry could just twist it, all together. So I can't be attached. Oh, you ain't trusting backup? No, I'm not trusting the writer, period. That's no shade. I love you, Fatima. I love you, Zach. Karen, boo-boo, we need to have a sit down. Like, we need to have a sit down for real. Because I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I thought it was funny, though, how Aaron was like, I talked to God. He said, you are mine. And I thought that was really, like, if he would have delivered it in a better way, I would have not laughed. And also, I would have took it seriously. But the way he said it, the way they had it, like, written, or I think it was in the phone call. I forgot so quickly, but it was just hilarious at the moment thinking about it. And then Danny, come on, be with my girl. I gotta create like a whole different thing of just TV shows and films, because the more I talk about it, the more I just want to talk to you guys about like what I'm going through when it comes to films, because it is so much. It's so much. It, you know, it's deep, but it's also like I really want to speak about it. You know? But I think that's all I'm really watching. Oh, I'm watching Our Kind of People. What else am I watching? Our Kind of People. Oh, I'm watching. I have to catch up on Queens. Oh, I need tonight. Tonight's Tuesday. Yeah. Tonight is the new show of Abby Out Elementary, and it goes with my girl Quinta, who is on the Black Lady sketch, which I love too. You know, Black Lady Courtroom, woo woo, Black Lady Courtroom, woo woo, yeah. But I like her, and you know, like the garage when she like, yeah, I like her, I like Quinta. And also, if you see her, like, I think it was not, I'm not on TikTok the line, but it when it's like she was a skier and they were like trying to discredit her, she's like, you know what, I did good. Yeah, I can't wait for her show. And my guy, everybody hates Chris, his name is Tyler Williams, if I'm correct. I try to remember these people's names because if I see them, which I don't think I would, because me and actual characters slash actors slash real people, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them in real life because, you know, it's just like it's weird. Not weird, but like, for instance, if I saw Nuri and Yusef from, you know, Love Is, I would be like, y'all left us in a curveball. Like, y'all really thought that y'all weren't hurt anybody's feelings. Like, oh, y'all thought this was over. Like, if you have a season 2 that you already filmed, let your fans who are heartbroken that y'all canceled a good show, you know, just give it to us. Like, we will have our whole, like, if you tell us, like, I would be totally fine if you say in the beginning little words, as you know, like, court cases and whatnot of this and blah, blah, blah. Imagine that Nuri is not Nuri, she is, Ruth, and imagine that Yusef is Jackie. I will be totally fine with that. Just, like, don't put me in my feelings. The way y'all laughed it, I was like, y'all need to get checked. And it was an own too, and I was like, wow. I mean, Greenleaf is gone, so they have that whole thing of Delilah. Haven't watched it, feel bad, but I haven't watched it. But when it comes to Queen Sugar, I watched it. You know, I've always loved Darla. I feel like in why am I forgetting? Bianca Lawson, she's the same age. Like, I don't know if that's just me or maybe it's just because she's stress-free, which I'm proud of it. Whatever she's doing, phenomenal job, because when it was Say the Last Dance and I was looking to compare and they would compare the pictures, like, I see no changes whatsoever. And, you know, they I hate when they do this, but they were like, oh, any type of like an interview, I always say when they try to like bring in like a sister or a family member, it's like, aren't y'all talking about me and what I'm working on? If you want to do at the end of the interview, ask me about these people, I will be more than likely to answer, but don't start with that. Or maybe other actors are different, actresses are different. But as you can see, talked enough. But NS Plus is getting dark, and I need my phone back, so that's something. I'm sorry about my chapped lips. Oh my goodness, I let it all upstairs my door, which I will be definitely taking it back home too. Well, I gotta put one in my car because this is not it, and it's 40 degrees outside, so yeah. But anyways, I had fun talking to myself at this point. It's so refreshing to just speak my mind. Even if it's to a phone that literally just says finish and in comments. And tag friends of who? Ha! I make myself laugh. No, okay. But anyways, I'm really happy that I did this because I really was like on pause about it. I did have conflicts, of course. Those are excuses, of course. But they were really conflicts. But I really didn't do them. I really just didn't do it. But, you know, if anything, y'all seen my Aunt Ann cook her lemon cake. Hopefully we could do numerous other videos of her cooking, you know, show family, but just also have something that she left to us, because whenever there's a reunion or anything or event, her cake's gone. Period. Talk to me nice. Don't talk to me at all. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys have a good day, good night, good evening, good afternoon. Any type of way that you are having a good of, okay? And I will talk to you guys later. Oh my gosh.